Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss the term point of view. Introduction. Point of view in fiction refers to the perspective through which a story is presented to the reader. It encompasses the way an author establishes the narrative, revealing characters, dialogue, actions, and events within the fictional world. Scholars have long studied point of view, but it gained particular prominence with the publication of Henry James's prefaces and Percy Lubbock's The Craft of Fiction. This video delves into the key types of points of view: first person, third person, and second person, providing examples from notable literary works. First person narrative. In a first person narrative, the story is told by a narrator who speaks as I and is usually a participant in the events. This mode allows readers to experience the story through the narrator's consciousness, emotions, and perspective. Examples of first-person narratives include J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye, Mark Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. Third-person narratives. Omniscient point of view. In an omniscient third-person narrator, the narrator possesses complete knowledge of the characters, actions, and events. They have access to the inner thoughts and emotions of multiple characters and can move freely in time and space. Authors like Leo Tolstoy, George Eliot, and Charles Dickens employed this mode in their works, such as Tolstoy's War and Peace and Dickens's David Copperfield. Limited point of view. A limited third-person narrator restricts the perspective to that of one or a few characters. The readers experience the story through the perceptions, thoughts, and feelings of the chosen characters. Henry James is known for refining this technique, as seen in The Ambassadors, with Strather as the focal character and Catherine Mansfield's Bliss. Second-person narrative. A less common mode, second-person narrative addresses the reader as you, making them a part of the story. This form has been rarely used, but when employed, it offers a unique and engaging reading experience. Examples include Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night, a Traveler, and J. McInerney's Bright Lights, Big City. Self-conscious narrators and fallible narrators. Aside from traditional points of view, certain narrative tactics complicate the relationship between the narrator and the reader. Self-conscious narrators acknowledge their role as storytellers, often revealing that the narrative is a fictional creation. Henry James and Lawrence Stern are notable authors who employed this technique. Additionally, fallible narrators provide reliable perceptions and interpretations of the story. Henry James effectively used this approach in The Aspen Papers and The Liar. Conclusion. Point of view serves as a powerful narrative tool, determining how readers engage with fictional worlds. First-person and third-person narratives, both omniscient and limited, offer diverse perspectives to explore characters and events. The rare second-person narrative engages readers directly in the story. Moreover, self-conscious and fallible narrators add complexity and intrigue to the storytelling process. By examining the nuances of point of view, readers can better appreciate the intricacies of narrative craft and its impact on storytelling. So this was the discussion on the term point of view. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other term. Until then, goodbye and thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to this series on literary terms and literary theory. If you want to study the notes and MCQs related to this term, you can click the link given in the description. We are also going to start our online and offline classes for UGC NET for English literature very soon. So stay connected with us.